Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure. I am still working on my snail garden journal, but I am finally feeling better. I think I'm finally past this cold. But yeah, I was gonna cover up this page because it's not really anything huge and special, but it has, you know, these in the back. So I was gonna cover up this side, which I should probably fold this way. And I was gonna take pages from the book and put them on here. I've been having fun doing little collages lately. I did one that turned out really good and I was actually really kind of proud of myself. And then I wanted to do another one. I saw this part, you know, could be covered up, so I thought I would put this on here. So I kind of got it all decided, and I still need to distress some parts and whatnot and then glue it on, but I think I'm going to do this part first. I do need to distress this side. I've been still using the old paper because it has that green color to it, which goes well with this whole garden theme. Sorry if you hear my son. He's a little stuffy today, and he is eating crackers and laying on his tablet right now, so you might hear him. He's watching dino videos. Just got home from school. He's hungry, snacking. A little bit more. I just need to distress this side because it's the only side that's going to be shown. I do have another haul, and I still gotta message her. Turquoise Treasure, you know how they do, she kind of started it with the whole Thrifty Thursday, and somebody suggested that I should do that, and I'm always afraid, like, I won't have enough stuff, you know, like, lately I haven't really been doing much because of being sick. Like, it won't be able to be, like, an every week thing, but I wanted to try participating for this Thursday and do my Thrifty Thursday for that. So it's like, because I did get some stuff Saturday, and it's really hard because, like, normally when I get a haul, right once I get home I share it, if not the next day, because then I want to put everything away, you know. Actually, should I do this page or that page? I'll do this page because this is where it's all gonna be glued. So yeah, it's really hard to keep it separate because normally I do the video and then put everything away and start using the stuff, and it's hard leaving it separate and waiting till Thursday. But I'm going to try because it seems really fun, and I do love watching her channel, and like everyone else is doing it, it's always fun watching hauls, what they find. It's so exciting, you know. So I'm going to try doing that this time. Here. Oh wait, wasn't I supposed to use the other side, or does that cover? Because I don't want that name sticking out. Let's see. Yeah, I was supposed to use the other side. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me? And I just glued that on there. There's not, I didn't really press it. Maybe if I use this further up, I can do that, because then that part will be covered. Just let me just press a little bit more. Where did my thingy go? Oh, my brain is still not working. Oh, it feels like it's worse than it was before. Drives me nuts. I've been doing nothing but sleeping, and it feels like I haven't slept at all. Like, that's how bad my brain is. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? We didn't do much. Only that one day we went out. We were supposed to return books to the library, but we actually didn't read them all this time because of being sick. You know, I kept on coughing every time I tried reading them books, so we didn't read all of them this time, which is okay. They gave us another week because we get books for 2 weeks, and we really went overboard this time. This is like the most books we ever took from the library. We definitely went overboard, but they're short stories, so, you know, only takes a few minutes to read each book, so we'll finish them tonight and then I can return them after I take them to school tomorrow or something. Where's my thingamajiggy? Where's my cutting board? The only thing though with the haul, I wasn't able to get as much stuff as I normally do, and I actually stopped at 2 other stores as well instead of just the thrift store. I also went to Hobby Lobby, and then because I needed something, and I actually ended up getting a couple of things that were on clearance. So it's not necessarily thrift, but it was on clearance, reduced. Like, what was it, like 70% off, I think it was. I got like, it was like 3 or 4 things. So I was thinking of just, instead of doing a separate Michael's haul, of just adding that all together. And I did get a couple things from the dollar store too, because I was looking for something and I didn't have it. But I did get some specific things that is all for junk journaling. So I think I'm going to do like all 3 of those hauls into one. But it's just, then it's not all Thrifty Thursday, so I don't know if I should do those 2 separate and then just do the little thrift haul in one. Here, do this one. Pretty much the whole time when I was sick, I was watching, instead of watching Netflix and stuff, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Oh, I forgot to put this part down first. I've been watching a lot of Diane Hubart. She always has like amazing hauls at that flea market she goes to. And then of course Turquoise Dreams, you know, for her Thrifty Thursday hauls. And then I've been watching a lot of oh, what's Nancy's channel called? Isn't it like Weeds and Wishes? And then of course Sunnyside Dreams, or Sunnyside Journaling, isn't that what it's called? Those 2 are so funny together too. They did like a thing together. Those 2 crack me up. I don't know if that stuck so well or not. Alright, and then I want to try adding this trim of this, like, I don't know what you want to call this stuff. It's kind of like a netting. I want to have that down here. But I still want it to be kind of separated so you can see the holes and everything. So I'm thinking about doing little dabs of glue on where like the sections are there, these parts. See if that'll help keep it down. I think I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because that dries pretty fast. Although it's this thin, it goes glossy, so I might use... This dries pretty quick too. I might use my art glitter glue because that goes clear, but not as glossy as the Fabri-Tac does. I don't want like glossy stuff showing. Like glossy accent, that would be glossy too. But I want it at the right angle too. Let me see. I want it like right. I just want it just below this piece of paper. This was like a bottom of a page, page 17. It is actually, it's kind of weird because the weather the last few days has been like really cold, like in the 40s. And then today, it got all the way up to 80. That's our weather. It always switches like that. It's where you could get all 4 seasons in one day here. And that does happen. Oh, come on, that piece does not want to stay down. Up here. But Nancy from what is it, Weeds and Wishes, she's doing a really cool Christmas one. It's like a stocking. It's shaped as a stocking. It's really cool. It's been fun watching that. And again, I had the same problem again at my thrift store, my Salvation Army here, because I went to, I went to the dollar store first. I used my card, it worked fine. I went to Hobby Lobby, my card worked fine. And then at Salvation Army, I only had $9 on me. And I tried to, be good and only use that much, and I ended up going a little bit over. My total was like 14 something, so I went like $5 over. And so I gave him the $9 and I was going to just do the rest on my card. And again, it would not work. So I don't know what is up with them, because it works everywhere. Just then all of a sudden, now this is the second time that it won't work at that store. So it's something with their machine that my card is, because they got like, was it like 4 machines there, and I got the same guy as the last time, and he always goes to the one in the back instead of the one in the front, and every time I have to cash out at the one in the back, my card doesn't work on that specific one, but the one in the front, it works. But he wouldn't open up any other one, so I had to take 2 things off, because I didn't have any more cash on me. I only had that $9, so I was really bummed out, because it's still bugging me that I wasn't able to get those 2 things. Oh well. I'll have to try, because they're closed on Mondays because of low staff. They can't get enough people. So I will have to try again. Hope that nobody took it. The 2 things that I end up not getting. I'll have to try again. Should have put that down a little bit further. Well. And then I was going to use this scrap piece, because I used this on the last collage too. I'm going to put this right up here. Although I should distress that first. But it is super nice outside today. Granted, being 80 degrees is a little hot, but it still feels really good. I don't know if I like this glue stick. Some spots, it doesn't seem like it's gluing all the way. But it's the only one that they had that was permanent. But this was an actual picture from the hardcover book, the Snail Man. And I kind of like that. This kid's like in the tree. And so I wanted to cut that part off, because down here, there was still a picture. It was like his mom at a picnic table talking to, I think, the Snail Man. Or somebody. There was another man she was talking to, so I didn't want that part, so I fussy cut that part out. I liked how that went there. I definitely wanted that up in a corner. I should snip this off. So I might have to look for a different type of glue stick. Because I don't think it's sticking enough. And being the clear one instead of the purple is kind of hard to see and tell. Like you can see it like shine kind of, but I don't know how well it's actually sticking. And we finally got the car fixed. Had to pay for the alternator, which was not cheap. But just glad it's working again. So I was able to, you know, we didn't have to ride the bus anymore. I was able to drop him off and pick him up. And so I told his teacher, you know, in the office and everything, that we're back to normal. And last night when my husband got home, I told him that, you know, everything's good, we're gonna be back to normal, and he's like, I thought he was gonna keep riding the bus. I'm like, I thought we were going back to normal, like, what's going on? And because our son really, actually, we were kind of worried, thinking that he would be nervous and being, you know, all new, this is his first time in school, and found out that he actually really likes the bus and wants to stay riding the bus. So now, after I told him I don't know what to do, if I should stay driving him to school or let him drive the bus. But then the problem is that they are short on bus drivers. They are low on staff. So it is very hard for them, you know, picking up all the kids, and, you know, people keep changing routes and everything on them. So it's been very difficult for them. Because every time, you know, they still been getting more students, and, you know, people wanting their kids to be picked up and dropped off at different locations. So it's been very, very hard on them. And so I thought it'd be easier, you know, for me, because we're close by, for me to just drop him off and pick him up. But now he really loves it and wants to stay riding the bus. So I'm like, well, what's best for them? You know, what's best for everyone? You know, I don't want to make it harder on them. So I have no idea. I emailed his teacher to ask, like, what's best, because I don't know. Because they were all recommending, you know, all kindergartners to be dropped off and picked off because of being all new and everything, and found out that he absolutely loves it and wants to stay doing it. Go figure. So then I don't want, like, since he loves it, you know, like, I want him to stay loving it. I don't know. I love this stuff. There's just so much different textures on it. What next? I need to distress these. This is one of Tim Holtz from the Field Notes. These are the tiny nippets. And I actually, you know, finally, because I had them separately, because I got the normal size one too, and finally I just, like, sorted them, because I got all my butterflies, and then, you know, all my bugs and mushrooms and flowers in, like, separate little bags, and finally I ended up adding those ones, because I had all the nippets in one bag, and I ended up sorting them out today and adding them with it. It was just easier, because I kept on having to go back and find that one butterfly, and then that one little note part, and finally it was just easier. separating them along with the rest. So now I can find all sizes of that specific thing I'm looking for now. And then this had too much white around it, so I like kind of fussy cut the outline. And I didn't do the center part because some of that will be covered. This one was actually in the snippets, because all the other flowers are a lot smaller. So this is like the biggest flower they got there. Kind of stress that a little. That be in the middle there. And then on the top of the page had the title, The Snail Man. So I thought that would be a good little thing to put on there, since that's the title of the book, even though I keep calling it Snail Garden. Dress the edges. And because this butterfly, this flower, this little piece here, and then this mushroom is all from the Tim Holtz, the little snippets. This little mushroom is actually from a nature guide thing from a antique store that I got, that I shared. I got, what was it, around June or July? I think I got it. Oh, it was beginning of August, because my husband was with me. So when we did that last trip before my son's birthday, we stopped at an antique stop, which is, or a store that's right next to a thrift store. Do I really like put that around there? This about there. Actually, I want it lower. I swear, like, once I start distressing one thing, I have to like distress everything so it all matches, or else it'll like drive me nuts. I accidentally, on the last little collage I did, there was a little bunny and I forgot to distress it, and it's like driving me nuts now, so I need to find a way of distressing it because it's driving me nuts. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it just, me and my OCD, I guess. Here we go. Originally I was gonna put, I had a scrap piece, where'd it go? It had like a bird on it. But then I thought that was like too much because I had it like underneath here. Just then it was like too much going on. And actually I could leave this part open and I could journal on it, I guess. I'm gonna use my art glitter glue for the rest of this. Flower. Because there's so many like small little pieces on here. And if any bloops out, it'll be clear. It's funny because like it is super sunny out here, but it's not, you know, from the time of the day. I don't get any light in here. So I have my lights on, which makes it look darker than it really is. because I've tried like so many different lights to make the, you know, video easier to see, and seems like all the lights, you know, they leave that shadow, which makes it look darker. So I found out just not using any lights, I've been having the best luck with. But I'm not getting any, it's sunny outside, but I'm not getting any of the sunlight. So I had to use my lights this time. Because when I edited, I just brightened it, which I noticed has been a lot easier and better than dealing with the actual lights. Don't want it to cover that flower. Let's snip it a little. Alright, and then the mushrooms. I thought that was like the perfect size for that snail. I like that right there. They're so tiny, but they always, you know, just that little detail makes a huge difference. At first I was just going to do him by himself, but I love this mushroom behind it. I think it's a lot better now. Like, I am feeling better, so I have like so much stuff to do to catch up on. I'm so behind on everything. But my son's karate test is coming up, and of course we are not doing so well. I'm kind of worried if he's going to move up to the next belt or not, because, you know, I haven't been making him practice every day because I've been sick, which is not a good excuse of any kind, because, you know, it's his responsibility. And so yeah, we are behind. So we got a lot of practice to do. This is his last week to practice. He's got Tuesday and Thursday, and then Friday's the test this time. Normally I do it on Sunday, so I was kind of thrown off how they're doing it Friday night. I know it's because of school being started now. But even during the school year, last year, they still did it on the weekends. I don't know. They must have something going on. It's okay. Oh, I've got the butterfly. Yeah, I did kind of fold the wings up a little bit. Granted, I'm sure it'll get flattened down, but I love doing this with like my scrapbooking and stuff. I love the little dimension. So I'll only glue it down the center. And this is like the perfect color butterfly too. I was gonna do kind of like this, so it's flying. I love that. What do you think? Is it cute? I kind of like it. You see how it looks like inside the journal? Yeah, I'm liking it. I think that looks good. I think this is going to be, this is signature 3. This is the center because I got 5 signatures, and this one's going to be really chunky compared to the other ones. I need to stop doing stuff in this middle one. I need to do more on the 3 and 4. I think I'm almost done with 1 and 2. But I love that. Especially with this side, that really goes with it, and I can still journal inside there. I should distress this edge. I can't believe I forgot that part. All the other ones I distressed. There we go. That looks better. I still need to color those. I need to take them out and color them. But yeah, I like it. Oh, and then here's the, what I was talking about. Set this aside. But yeah, I put all my little butterflies in there now. I still left all the little like pieces like this, the little labels and stuff like that in this one. Because originally I got them in 2 bags, like the big ones and the smaller ones. So now I got the teeny tiny ones in there. And see, I added all my teeny tiny mushrooms with the big mushrooms. Got all my bugs in one now, even the teeny tiny ones. All the tiny flowers with the big flowers. It's just easier to find, because at first I had all the teeny tiny ones all in one bag. I actually had them all in this one bag, and now I have them all sorted out better. And now I got my teeny tiny butterflies with my bigger butterflies. So that's a lot easier, so I can narrow it down looking for them instead of dumping the whole thing out, searching through them. And they're so tiny too, so that helped a lot. And then, you know, I got the new colored wings, the clear acetate. Oops, this one got in there. Because I had the clear ones in one bag and then the colored ones in another bag. So that's easier to find, because sometimes I just want the clear one. Oh, that reminds me. My petals, I've been having them drying. It's been quite a few days. I should go see. Let me pause and I'll go see if they're done, if they worked or not. Right, let's see if it worked. I don't know. This was the leaves. I don't think these would work because they're so thick. Oh, look at the little clover. That I can use. That's actually kind of cute. That's the back of it. Got some nice leaves. Yeah, because there's like a seed in this part, so I don't think those would lay flat enough. They are kind of flat, but leaves aren't too bad. I love this one. That one turned out really good. That one's super flat. I tried to get the smallest ones I could find because I was thinking about using these ones, these green ones. Yeah, that turned out great to use in this journal because of being like in the garden and stuff outside. So I think I'm going to use those ones. Those two turned out great. This one just had like a bunch of colors in it. It was kind of cool. It's like pink and yellow and brown and green. There's just so much going on. So I tried that one. That worked out great. Oh, I'm so excited. That one worked out good. And I love these leaves. They are so cool. I forgot what these ones are called. Those turned out really good too, but they are bigger. I would use these in like woodland journals. I love this little clover. I think I'm going to use that in there. So I'll put that up there. It's like not too bad. Actually, you know, those Norman Rockwell books actually kind of helped flatten that because that was really, really round. I could try using that. See if the flowers worked. I hope so. They still got their color, and I'll see if I can get them off the tissue. It's not too bad. Although some of the tissue like stuck onto it a little, but it definitely still has the color. And it's like see-through too. So I got some flowers of my geraniums. I got all these ones. I was hoping that at least a couple of them would work out of all of these. But it looks like the tissue did help keep the colors. So some of them worked and some of them did not. Some of them, they still stick to the tissue. And you see that texture on the tissue? Some of it transferred onto the petals. But overall, you know, I did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although one of them, one of the petals tore off. But I think I can just trim it off and it'll be fine. Oh, it was this one right here. I could just trim that off. Or I can, some of them like the petals came off, I can use the individual petals. You know, like that one just came off. You know, I can use these with no problem. That's actually cute right there. I should just trim that part off with the stem. But you can kind of see the, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the texture of the tissue pressed into it? But they're so delicate, and I can't get over it, like how see-through they are. See, you can see that black line right through it. I didn't know they would be that transparent, you know. So it's actually kind of cool. But I love this little clover. I think I'm going to get more because they're right outside. I love these little leaves. They turned out really good. So I'm thinking, trying to find some more because it actually kind of worked out. The tissue definitely made a difference. It did help them keep the color. They did not brown at all. So I don't mind that little bit of texture for it to turn out this colorful, this vibrant. And yeah, I'm super happy the way they turned out. They're super cute. I do have this punch, you know, see, that would fit perfect in there. I do have, because I used to, well, I still do, collect coins. I did that because of my grandfather. My grandfather used to collect coins, and since he passed away, you know, I kind of took over his and been adding to it. Although a lot of his was missing after he passed away, which I think my cousins took, which I'm kind of mad about. But anywho, I do still collect them, and I do have those little little square pieces with the circle in it where you fit the coin in and you staple them and label them. I do have some that'll fit in there. Like, I know this one will fit, although I don't think, I know I got like $50 ones. I think these leaves might fit into it, but these ones are too big, and they're too big for this one. But I do have circle die cut, which I will be able to find to be big enough for that. It'll be really easy and fun with some clear acetate. I just love how see-through that is. I can't get over that. That is so cool. But I am glad that some of them turned out, and then these ones, you know, I can just use the petals. So that's really cool. We'll have to try finding some more. I don't know if there's going to be much out there. Normally we only get it in the spring, but there is this teeny tiny little spot in the back. There's this like teeny tiny little creek. You only has water really in the spring when the snow melts, and then after that it dries up. But you can find some like wild stuff out there. We actually found one deer antler once. I couldn't believe that. My son found that. It was crazy. But maybe I could find different types of leaves and stuff to add to it and try that. I love this little clover though. That turned out so cute. I love that. So yeah, I'm so going to use these in the journal. I'm so excited. So try this. If you have any, you definitely need to try it. All I did was, you know, put a tissue, or I had paper towel, then a tissue, and then I had placed the flowers on there, and then another tissue, and I think another piece of paper towel to absorb the moisture. And then put it in the microwave, and then I had, what is it, like a, is it 8x8 casserole dish on top to press it. And of course, because it's microwavable, and you do for like 30 seconds and then check on it. If it's still really moist, do for another 30 seconds. I ended up doing it 3 times, and after that it was like getting pretty hot, and I'm like, I want to be careful, you know, I don't want to start a fire or anything because of them being dry things, because you need moisture in order for the microwave to work. So after that, I just put them, you know, together, and I did have some printer paper to help support them, but I had them on really heavy books, my Norman Rockwell books, and had them sit for some days, and I think they turned out really good. Although some of them were pressed into the tissue too much that it tore off, but a lot of them did turn out pretty good. So I'm very satisfied right now. So definitely try it out. It definitely worked. It ended up speeding up so I don't have to wait months at a time. So yeah, that was so cool. I'm so happy I tried that out. So I will talk to you later. I hope you have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on anything, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.